people have had it, and they're sick of this administration. And there he is. I want to show you Joe Biden getting booed. People don't like this president, nor do they like his policies. So he's out there on vacation again, because like every time I turn around, he's on vacation. Long weekends, you know, on the beach, or the week in Tahoe, Lake Tahoe, where he is there on the West Coast on West Coast time. People, as I said, don't like him. Watch it.
Talking to UAW, obviously I'm concerned. I think that there should be a circumstance where the jobs that are being displaced and replaced with new jobs, they should go to the first choice should go to the UAW members who had the job, and the salary should be commensurate.
Okay, so he's talking about UAW, he's talking about union jobs, and in the background you hear people booing him. I wonder if there's any union members there booing him, because you know what? You know, those workers who have been the lifeblood of America, the middle-class worker, they're the ones getting the shaft over and over and over again. I mean, I've talked for years about this, because you could see it in the making, really going back to the Obama years, and I think back to 2008 and those really challenging economic times for everyone. And you know what? Is somehow, some way, the ones on top always do fine, right? Because it's capital that has all the power. The money has all the power in today's economy. And the worker has gotten basically shorted in all of it. And this is what people are coming to realize. And no one's looking out for you. I mean, think about all those, the pension funds, right? You get a pension if you're lucky enough to be a firefighter, police officer, teacher. Maybe you get a pension. You're lucky to have that pension. Great. Well, is your pension actually going to really amount to anything when you have the likes of the ESG, Environmental Social Governance Committee, breathing down the backs of all of these funds saying, wait a second, we're not going to invest in this company unless you're ESG friendly enough. In other words, we want a really woke board with, you know, this kind of diversity scale on it. And you got to have this one and that one and this one and that one. And then suddenly everybody loses sight of what they're there to do, which is to actually sell a product to make money. And you see it over and over again on Wall Street right now. Bud Light, great example, everyone. Bud Light, living proof of how it just doesn't make sense for people to get so focused on marketing and so focused on a woke agenda. And they want to remake the world through corporate America. That is basically some form of communism, if you ask me. It's like a backdoor entry through the markets to a communist system. And who loses out? Those very pension seekers, those people that have those pensions and those retirements that you there at BlackRock and other big firms, asset managers, are supposed to be guarding. And so there you have it. And Joe Biden pretends he's looking out for the middle class. I'm sorry, I don't see how anything that he has done has benefited the middle class worker. In fact, if you go back and you look at the numbers, real wages during the Trump administration, they actually, for everyday Americans, real wages adjusted for inflation, they grew at the highest rate we've actually seen in modern history. Up until, of course, 2020, when everything got shut down, which they're talking about doing again. Careful of those guys, right? Is this going to be just every fall? Oh, it's September, it's October, it's flu season. We got to wear our masks. We got to shut everything down. You're going to have to mail in your ballots. What can we say, right? Is that where this is going? Are they just trying to condition us? I don't know. Like, I've gotten a lot of trouble for a few things I've said before on the whole thing. So we'll leave that issue aside at this moment in time. Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.